Hey family, it's Netta with Black Lives Count, and I'm back at you with another video. So family, we're hearing all of these accusations of people saying that Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, may I add, are xenophobic. But family, that could not be the truth at all, and I will tell you why. Because it is the reason that we have all of the black and brown diaspora in America today is because of foundational Black Americans. See, when we fought for civil rights, at that time, they were not allowing black and brown immigrants over to the United States, not in large numbers like today. You know what I'm saying? There was some that had come over, but these were people that were of very well means. So just the average everyday Joe, they were not really allowing a lot of them over here. They were looking for European immigrants to come over to America because they had been on that kick of Make America White Again. That's before MAGA, okay? Back in the day, they transplanted a lot of European immigrants. So then Black Americans got involved, and we fought. Our ancestors fought for everybody to have the rights to come over here, black, brown, and whoever, okay? And so this accusation of saying that foundational Black Americans are xenophobic is a lie. You know who's xenophobic? I'm going to tell you who's xenophobic. Xenophobia rests in Africa. Okay? Xenophobia rests in the Caribbean. And I'm going to tell you why. And it is because they have allowed colonizers to come over to their countries. See, Black Americans were here in America when, and we were already here when these people came over here, okay? And interrupted what we had going on. But Africans and Caribbeans have their own countries. And so to be in a country, in a Caribbean country or an African country, where you have an ocean, a lake, whatever, okay, a beach, and you're not allowed to go on the beach or the beaches because the colonizers are taking up spaces and they don't want the the people that are there, the citizens, the naturalized people, to enjoy the beaches. We're not xenophobic. See, you guys have to work on the xenophobia that is within the borders of your countries before you can come over here and attack us. See, I wish that so long ago, many of you that have come over, and I'm not saying all, because it's not been all, but there has been so many that it has overly masked the ones that are not like that. But so many came here with a very mean disposition and nasty demeanor towards Black Americans. So many have cited, the white man told us to not to get close to you, or the white woman told us to not to sit next to you. It doesn't matter, family, because they told us that you were over there in Africa starving. They told us that you were living in huts and eating raw rabbits and squirrels and stuff like that. Do you think we believe them? Do you think we believe them? And many of you come here with that nasty disposition for foundational Black Americans, and then you will say, I was called a African booty scratcher. Okay, so what? I was also called an African booty scratcher, and I'm foundational Black American. I was called many of things. Black, skinny, too dark, all that kind of stuff. And I'm a foundational Black American, okay? I have been called things worse. I have been called a kata by a certain group of Africans that come from Nigeria. And yet I don't condemn the whole population of Nigerians for the few that have did that. You understand what I'm saying? See, we have to stop lying to ourselves and to others and not being truthful, okay? You came over here with that very nasty demeanor and disrespect for foundational black Americans, and now you want us to get out there and help you, and we're not. And so now everybody is in a tizzy because foundational black Americans are saying, yeah, we're not doing this shit. We're not. And you don't understand it. And so you want to classify it as xenophobia. And it's not xenophobia. It is protection of oneself. It is self-love. It is ensuring that our lineage is heard, is seen, that we receive the things that our ancestors and we have continuously fought for within the confines of the American society. You see, we didn't stop fighting because we got over here or because we got rights for everybody. We continued to fight. But many of you stopped. Once you got here, that was it. Your thing was to assimilate into the white culture. You didn't care about anything else. You didn't care about foundational black Americans being lynched. You didn't care about foundational black Americans being shot by the police. You didn't care, or unalived. You didn't care about any of that. You only cared about yourselves. So now foundational black Americans are saying, okay, that's cool. Well, we're going to only care about ourselves as well. And so now everybody has a problem with it and wants to say, well, that's xenophobic. It's not xenophobic. If a group, a tribe, and we are the Solani tribe, if we don't love ourselves and care for ourselves and watch out for ourselves, who will? No one will. So we have decided to just do that. And that's what we're going to do. So, for those of you that think it's being xenophobic to love ourselves, then, I'm sorry. Then that's just your thoughts. That's just your opinion. And we don't give a damn. Not anymore. We don't care anymore. It has come high time, and I have been saying this for quite a while, for foundational black Americans to finally say, we're not doing it anymore. You remember when Reverend Jackson and all of them started the African Americans, or they were calling us African Americans. Black Americans were being told we're not from Africa, and we were being asked silly questions like, where are you from? Do you know who you are? Do you know where you're from? We're from Chicago. We're from Mississippi. We're from Colorado. That's where my daddy was from. We're from all parts of the United States. And unfortunately, I understand that there has been a there has been a lie, that has been told over and over. You can say it until you are blue in the face. It's not going to make it right. It's not going to make it truth, and it's not going to make it believable. We are not xenophobic. Foundational black Americans have loved every people that have come across that border. We have tried to coalition with every group of people that have come across that border, but we have been met with much disgust, disgrace, and nastiness. And so now we're doing what we're past over doing what Brother King said, turning the other cheek. No, we're not turning the other cheek anymore. So now what we're doing is we are doing what Brother Malcolm said. If you slap me, I'm going to slap your ass back. So that's what we're doing, and that's where we are. And that is where we will stay. And for the people that are like the African young lady and the Jamaican young lady that made a movie, and the African young lady who threatened black Americans bombing, baby, they coming for you. Now the Jamaican young lady is in Jamaica, so she can just stay her ass right there. But the African lady, the Sierra Leonean, I believe she's in Florida. We're coming for you, dear. You already lost your job, but you're going to jail for terroristic threats. Trust me. Because we're coming for you. We want to make sure that anybody else, and not only are you going to go to jail for terroristic threats, but you're going to be deported at the end of your sentence. We're going to ensure that anyone else that comes for Black Americans in a violent, aggressive manner, threatening, saying what they're going to do to us, we're going to see your asses arrested, fired, and then eventually deported. Please believe that. Please, if you don't believe anything else, believe that, because that is going to happen. So family, I thank you so much for joining and watching the video. Please like, share, and comment. And foundational Black Americans, we're not worried about these people. We're not worried about what they're saying. We're not worried about what they're doing. And we just don't care anymore. We're going to live our lives. We're going to do our line dances. We're going to be happy. We're going to sing. We're going to have picnics and cookouts. And we're going to just keep doing the things we're doing. We're not protesting. We're not getting out in them streets. And we're not helping another damn soul. We're helping ourselves. Peace, love, and blessings to you, family, and Black Power. All right. Take care, family. Bye-bye.